Nurses, what's the biggest operating room disaster you've ever witnessed? It was around 9 p.m. when the ambulances started rolling in. 3 cars, 7 people total, all banged up pretty bad. The whole hospital went into overdrive mode. I got assigned to OR 3 where they were bringing in this college kid named Leo. Poor guy was maybe 20. Looked like he got thrown around inside his car like a rag doll. His liver was basically shredded. Dr. Blake was the surgeon that night, and let me tell you, this guy doesn't mess around. The second Leo hit the table, he was barking orders left and right. "Get me 2 units of A positive stat!" he yelled while his hands were already inside Leo's abdomen trying to stop the bleeding. I sprinted down to the blood bank like my life depended on it. When I got there, it was absolute mayhem. The tech working that night was this newer guy. I think his name was Chris or something. Dude looked like he was about to have a panic attack. There were blood bags everywhere, orders flying in from 3 different ORs, and he was trying to keep up with all of it. "I need a positive for OR 3, I told him, trying to catch my breath. He grabbed a bag from the cooler without even looking twice and handed it to me. "Here you go, man. Good luck up there." I ran back upstairs with the blood bag clutched in my hand. Dr. Blake was working fast, his scrubs already soaked with Leo's blood. The kid was losing way too much, way too fast. Every second counted. I started setting up the transfusion line, my hands moving on autopilot from years of doing this same routine. But just as I was about to connect the bag to Leo's IV, something made me stop. Call it instinct, call it paranoia, I don't know, but I glanced down at the label one more time. My stomach dropped to the floor. The bag said O negative. Leo needed A positive. "Stop!" I shouted across the room. "Don't start anything. We have a problem." Dr. Blake looked up from Leo's open abdomen, his eyes blazing with anger. "What the hell are you doing, Daniel? This kid is bleeding out." "The blood type's wrong," I said, holding up the bag. "This is O negative. He needs A positive." The whole OR went dead silent. Dr. Blake stared at me, then at the bag, then back at me. I could see the realization hitting him like a truck. If I had hooked up that blood, Leo would have died right there on the table. His immune system would have attacked the foreign blood cells, shutting down his kidneys and probably killing him within minutes. "Jesus Christ," Dr. Blake muttered under his breath. "Good catch, Daniel. Go get the right blood now." I ran back down to the blood bank, my heart pounding so hard I thought it might explode. This time I made Chris check the label 3 times before I took it back upstairs. The correct A positive blood probably saved Leo's life. But here's where it gets really crazy. After we got Leo stabilized and closed up, I was grabbing coffee in the break room when I overheard 2 other nurses talking. Apparently, OR 2 had the exact same thing happen. Wrong blood type delivered, caught at the last second. And OR 1, they weren't so lucky. The patient there, some lady in her 40s, actually got a few milliliters of the wrong blood before someone noticed. She went into shock immediately. They managed to save her, but she was in the ICU for 2 weeks after that. Turns out the blood bank tech had mixed up orders for all 3 ORs that night. The stress got to him, and he started grabbing bags without double checking. 3 people almost died because one guy was overwhelmed and cutting corners.